Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about anxiety and stress. The things that everybody feels. And I mean, now it's not so much, people aren't so afraid to talk about it now. But I feel like in the last little while, mental health has become such a huge part of our society. And it never used to be. But it is something that really affects all of us. And it affects us all in different ways. For me personally, in the last few years, I have been through a lot in my life. Like, I went from having a secure family unit with a house and a car and 2 incomes and then all of a sudden, I went to being a single mom with no car, with no income, with no house, and I had to get myself back. I had to fix all of those things that had now become a problem for me. You see, those things weren't a problem for me before, but I had all of these other problems. And then when I stopped all the other problems, now I had my main problem. So all of a sudden, my life became overbearing, very, very overwhelming. It was too much. You can only handle so much. And now I'm a firm believer that God only gives you what you can handle. I don't think we get more than we're supposed to. But I think it's all about how we learn from the situations, what we take from them, the lessons we learn, and all of those things. That is why bad things happen, because we need to learn a lesson. I went and got some coffee for myself so we could have coffee and chat. Spill some tea about my life. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, hey.
Welcome back to my channel. Hey, hey.
What's up with you? Hey, hey.
Welcome back to my channel. Hey, hey. Oh, yes.
So all of a sudden I had to re-situate my entire life. I found a job. I got an apartment. I got my car. I have my apartment and a car and a job. And then all of a sudden, now I'm alone here in my apartment with my car and my job and my kids. And I'm alone. And it started to just take a really big toll on me. And then in the midst of all of that, I threw in a relationship and things that I probably shouldn't have been doing. I should have been doing what I'm doing right now, which is recovering and taking time for myself and getting better, my mental health. But I got to the point where last year I had a breakdown. It was really bad. I was in the bathroom crying. My kids were in the living room, and I was just sitting in the bathroom on the floor, and I was crying, and I didn't know why. I didn't know why I was crying, what I was crying about. Nothing happened in particular. My kids were listening. There was nothing. They were out here playing. But my insides broke. I snapped. I couldn't function anymore. I have very, very, very special people in my life who worry about me, who told me that I needed to go to the doctor, so I did. Sitting there on my bathroom floor, crying, texting my friends and my mother. And I went to the doctor, and he put me on some medication. I am the kind of person who is like, I don't take medication. I don't like to take medication. I don't like to take Advil when I have a headache. I would much rather just push through whatever is happening to me and get over it. I'm not the kind of person to take things, and the doctor wanted me to go on something. And the way he explained it to me was a really good way of hearing what was happening to me. Basically, if you get kicked in the shin and you get a bruise, okay, you can take Advil to help the bruise. The pain is going to go away, but the bruise is still there. The damage is still done. You're just not feeling it. That's kind of the same situation when it comes to your mental health. If you are mentally down and you take something for it, just because you feel better right away doesn't mean those problems aren't still there. And it doesn't mean the medication just fixes mental health. It doesn't. But the problem is that when we push ourselves so far and we don't eat and we don't sleep and we're just going and we're stressed and we're having, crazy time in our life and all of these things are happening, our brain shuts down. Our bodies shut down. Our bodies know that we are missing something. Something is happening to us, and it doesn't know what is going on, but it knows that it needs probably food, sleep, and a good shower, okay? It knows that. So your brain shuts down. The chemicals in your brain stop producing. Your chemistry in your brain, instead of being on an even keel, is now like this, and your body doesn't know how to function. So you shut down. Your emotions shut down. You're tired. You're not hungry. You're tired, but you're not tired. You don't know what you want. You're very in between. And on top of all of these feelings now, because you are feeling all this stress and all of this like depression basically from your life, now you have all of this anxiety on top of all of that because of everything going on, and you're in this situation that you cannot control. You can't do anything about it. And that anxiety comes, okay? And it comes when I'm sitting here doing nothing. It comes when I am in a pressure situation. It comes when I'm driving my car. It comes when I'm sleeping. And I don't know why. I can't explain anxiety to you for why or when it happens to me. I don't know why. But basically, like, I will just be sitting here and like my heart will race, and then it will go slow, and then it will go really fast, and then it will go really slow. And I start to like not be able to breathe. I can't breathe. I get very like hyperventilated, and my throat closes up, and I feel like my throat, like I'm breathing through a straw, and I can't breathe, and I'm like gasping, like I'm literally like gasping for air. I can't breathe. I feel like I'm gonna faint, and it just comes out of nowhere. And you're like, why am I dying? Like, I'm sitting here dying right now over nothing. Like, you don't know what's wrong. Your body literally has so much happening that's your body's response. That's its way to tell you that, okay, you need help. There's something that we are going through right now, and you need something, and you're not getting it. It's telling you. All of the signs are there in your body telling you what you need. It's all about listening to them. So I started taking this pill, and I had the worst nightmares. And I've had bad experiences with pills, which is why I don't like to take them, because when I was in high school, I was on antidepressants and while I was on birth control. And then when I stopped taking my birth control, I stopped my antidepressants and I was okay. And then after I had my kids and I started taking birth control again. And after 3 or 4 days of taking the birth control, I was so suicidal. I wanted to die. Like, literally wanted to die. And like, I didn't want to kill myself. I just felt like I wanted to die. And I don't know how to explain that to you, because I didn't want to kill myself. I didn't actually want to die, but the feeling was there. The feeling was so real of, oh my God, I just want to be dead. Like, why? I didn't know where it came from, what happened. 3 days after not taking that pill, I was completely fine. I was back to normal. So pills scare me. And once I started having these really bad nightmares on these pills, I stopped taking these pills. And I thought, hey, I'm doing better. I'm good. I can just live without these pills now. I'm good. No, you're not good. Just because you take pills for 5 minutes and you think you feel better does not mean that things are fixed. And that is something that I need to learn, because I don't like taking pills. So I have to learn that it's what I need to do, and it's what's going to help me. And right now I'm on a new pill and I feel so much better. It's been helping a lot. A year ago, I would have said, fuck your pills. I'm not taking pills. Screw that. I'm not putting anything in my body that is not natural. Like, it's not happening. I'm not doing that. But now, if I can take something that will help my anxiety and my stress so that I can function and live my life and work on the things in my head that I need to work on, because I can't even work on the things that I have to work on when I'm so stressed and anxious about everything and worried about everything constantly. There's no break. There's no moment when the stress is not in your body. There's no moment when I'm not anxious. There's no moment that it's just peace for me. I still have nightmares. Still. I have had a crazy life, a super crazy life. So many things have happened to me, and maybe I will tell you guys them over time. But step one is, right now, who I am is somebody who has anxiety, and I need to deal with that, and I need to work on that. And I have been off work since the beginning of December because I needed a break and I needed to rest, and I have rested, and I feel so much better. And I'm so proud of myself, because I'm not somebody to sit at home and do nothing and rest, okay? I don't rest. That is part of my problem. I go and go and go and go. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and I don't stop until I go to bed at 11:30 and I get up and do it again. I don't sit down. I don't watch TV. I don't read books. I don't do things like that. I don't sit down and relax. I don't rest. I just go, 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 go for everybody, for all the people I love, for myself, for my kids, for my mom, everybody. I'm always running around, and I'm not saying there's a problem with that. I like being busy. That's who I am. But at some point you have to put your foot down and say, okay, you know, I need to not be busy for a while. And that is like the hardest thing that a busy body person could do, okay? We don't relax. If you ask my dad is the exact same way. And he hates to just sit there and relax. And he actually got hurt in the military. So now that's basically, he has to relax all the time. And it's awful because we want to be busy and we want to be doing things, but you can only push yourself so far before you break. And I met my breaking point twice in the last 2 years, and I want to get better. I want my head to be better. I want to be better for my kids, and I want to learn how to deal with this and figure this out so that when my kids are going through things in life and they're suffering with this, that I can give them tips and things to help them get through it, because it is so important to try to understand other people and where they're coming from. Anxiety and stress is something that we are all going through. You are not special. Like, you're not. You're not special because you have anxiety. You're not special because you have depression. You're not special because you're stressed out. That is something that occurs in all of us. That is not congenital heart defects. It's not something that, you know, happens. It happens. It happens to every single person. And we all need to be understanding of that. And we all need to work together so that we can have a strong mental health community, all of us need to be mentally strong to be one as a whole. And as a Canadian, I really am so proud in our mental health help here. We have so much, and there's always help. There's always help. And I will link some links down below if you need some help too, because it is so important. Don't be afraid to get help. Don't be afraid to better yourself. Don't be afraid because it's scary. It is. And I'm not saying that you won't be scared and it won't be hard, but you can get through it. I got through it. I've been through a lot in this last little while. And I'm telling you that no matter how low it gets, it will get better. And I know that that is crap because nobody believes it, but it's true. And I can honestly say that from the time I was a kid until now, I've always thought that I was like, oh, this is the worst it can get. This is the worst it can get. And I always thought, oh, this is the best it can get. It's never going to be better than this. But it's not true. It always can be worse, and it can always be better. So always just strive for it to be better. And if you're having a hard day, take a deep breath. Take some deep breaths. Find something that you can see, something you can touch, something you can smell, something you can hear. Put your foot on the ground. Take some deep breaths. Count to 10. And remember that it's one day at a time. And that everything that is on your plate right now does not need to be dealt with right now. The things that you can't deal with right now, let them be. And wait until it's time to deal with them. Have the serenity to accept the things you can change. Have the courage to change the things you can. And have the wisdom to know the difference between the two. It's on my body. My tattoo says, serenity, courage, wisdom. It's the most important thing. Because you will be able to get through anything in life if you can decipher between the three. I'd really like to get back into doing makeup. Makeup is my jam. That's what I love to do. And I really hope that things get better in this year. This year, okay? Like, we need happy, healthy news, happiness this year. 2019 needs to be happy, okay? Because why not? Because 2018 was crap. And that's enough of that, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, let me know in the comments below. Click the thumbs up button if you like this video. Subscribe. If you want to hear more about my life and what I've been through, let me know. Maybe if enough people want to know, I'll make a video about my life and my experiences. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you need anything, if you need someone to talk to, please hit me up. Don't be afraid. You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. I'll list all my stuff in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And remember to smile and take a deep breath if your anxiety gets too crazy today. And remember, one day at a time. Serenity, courage, wisdom. Bye, guys.